We're gonna try this one more again. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me call. I literally, whoever's been tuned in, I turned it halfway and it went right to the full card. Oh, you want me to try this one? I tried to call your other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I try my other Instagram?
No,
You
you're
think
you're
that's
clear right now.
okay? All right, we here. Part 3. They can't stop us.
Part 3, we
Yo,
in
it's
here.
definitely my internet. Thanks to the G's that are following, continuing to come back. I see you. I send you love.
Okay, Rita said levels is good. Levels is good. So how about I like literally cut the deck in half and look
What they say?
again the full card
Is that the fool again?
again. So it's new beginnings. It's new beginnings, new
You
perspectives,
can't
new
make this
everything.
up.
What you got over there? You got another Meditron?
You know what? I actually pulled out some dragon cards. How you know I have cards already pulled? Hold on. Let me get my phone to stay. Let me get my phone to stay still before I freak out on this.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. All right, there we go. That's as good as it's getting. All right, what I got is yeah, awaken to your own majesty. That's what everybody's doing. I mean, it's literally the same message. Spirit is like, y'all need to really let this message sink in. It's like strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. So I don't know if y'all like. I mean, I'm prepares. People's hearts are opening. People's hearts are opening really intense. Connect with the love of universe. A lot of y'all, you are loved. God loves you. You have not been forgotten. You are not forsaken. There is
Amen.
nothing that you have ever done or will ever do that will ever make you unworthy of being allowed to come back home. It is just up to you. And when God is waiting for you. Source is
Right.
waiting on you.
For,
Source loves
for
you
you
so
to
much that you're allowed to do
surrender.
whatever the fuck you want.
Yep. To surrender to the stuff that was meant for you, to the
Yeah.
stuff you manifest. Half the time we ask for it, and when it comes, we're like, "Oh fuck, oh," like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts. But let's go.
No, that was it.
Oh, and that's another thing too, though. It's like it's hard because it's like you got it. Wow, I just feel like we're channeling. I wish maybe we should try this on another platform again too. Like we could try like on YouTube or maybe my computer. I don't know my internet, but let me actually take my computer off the internet. But let me talk while I'm here. So basically, what I had was sometimes we pick and choose like when and when we're gonna decide that we manifested something when maybe that was God, maybe I'm not supposed to do that, like when something doesn't, like this live, like we decided to go on this live tonight and we're on the third part, right, of the series, but never once did we say, okay, maybe God just doesn't want us on here, because we know that that's not the case. It's just like sometimes obstacles arise, right? But that's not a sign for you to stop. It's for you to, do you really want it, and keep going through it. That's right, not God saying that it's not for you.
And look at how clear the
so
message is coming through right now. Amen.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, either for me it's like, when we're moving to this next phase, either we're responsible for everything in our experience or none of it. Like you can't be half a victim. Feel me? Like, and you were talking about majesty. I saw that card in my head. Like that talking about that energy. And it's like, you can't, like, so claim your mess, whatever it is, because that's the only way you're going to get through it.
Yep.
That's the only way you can change it, is by taking responsibility for what you created around you, whether that's good or bad.
That's what it is it's a fine line of saying you're the victim to understanding, all right, who made this mess? You made a mess of your room. How you made it, it's not a big deal. Clean it up. And moving forward, what did you learn from how this mess was created?
Yeah. And you learned that you played a part.
Yes.
How big a part or didn't or small of a part, that's another conversation, but you got to take ownership of your part because you're a divine being.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what came through really heavy with those cards just now. And just that people's hearts are opening and connecting. Like we're
I got
higher.
with that too, show the real you.
Yeah.
And that's true. And first you have to know the real you in order to show the real you. And a lot of us don't take the time to understand ourselves fully and understand our triggers. Like I was saying this year, like I didn't realize, let's say getting angry, like if something bothers me, let's say your first go-to reaction is anger. Not knowing that one time I think I was telling you, I'm
Yeah.
like, I was sad. It wasn't anger, it was sadness. And I had to sit
Yeah.
with that and be like, all this
Facts.
time we condition ourselves to deal with shit a certain way on a daily basis. If somebody gets petty with us, we assume we got to get petty back, and all we're doing is creating an energy for our own karma. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a fine line
Facts.
between victim
Yeah.
and the mess that we're creating, because the more we play the victim, the more we feel like we got to fight back. The more you fight back, the more energy you're creating. And then it's just a vicious cycle of energy. So if we show our real selves to ourselves and to others, there's no room for miscommunication and for, you know what I mean, for any of that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it lessens it. It definitely lessens it because at least you know you're being honest.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, that's another topic. You're being, if you can show yourself the real you, then you don't have to worry so much about how people receive it. You can go to sleep at night knowing that you showed the real you.
Facts.
Oh my God,
Facts. And that's the thing I think. Yeah, we're hitting it. It's just definitely like, and I think that's the problem with social media. Like, it brings up like this energy of like and like people acting like they're happy when they're really not. And it's like, who are you helping? Who are you fooling? Like, it's energy you're putting into putting up a facade. And like sometimes I catch myself as I change and my page changes. You know, like it's evolving with me. But what I'm always in, like, is this in integrity with where I'm at right now? You know, like, is this really how I feel? Because if you're unhappy, I don't know why I feel the need to say this, because you're about to go, I feel about to go off. Like, you really, there's no sense in pretending that you're not unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy, but it's going to make it worse if you keep acting like you're not. Like, you're not going to fix it. You're going to keep being in denial. That's called denial. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to. So if you're receiving this, I'm
you know what's weird? You know what's a wild message?
You know, because there's some intense stuff that you're ready to hear.
This is.
All right, I'm done.
This is. You know what's a wild message I got to the. No, I hear you. Can you hear me? You froze, but
okay, go.
All right, I felt your message coming. Okay, what I was saying was with the total opposite of that. Oh wait, I think I lost it. Wait.
No.
I think I lost it.
We're talking about honesty.
Wait, say it one more time.
We're talking about honesty. We're talking about honesty. We're talking about social media, being the authentic you.
The polar opposite of, thank you, of when you're being okay to show you're unhappy. Some struggle with showing that they are happy, because
I like that.
That'll trigger people. Like, sometimes it's almost like we've been conditioning ourselves to hide our happiness, to hide the things that we want to be happy about, because it's gonna ruffle feathers, you know what I'm saying? Or people aren't gonna like that. And that's another issue.
Ooh, I like that.
So social media plays a part in crippling you being yourself.
Whatever that is, whether you're super happy and you deserve to be celebrating and being in that energy, or whether you're not. I like that. That's real. Yep. That's true. I struggle with that, actually. That hit me, because like I struggle with, like, telling people where I'm at in my life and the things I've accomplished, because it's like I'm never trying to do anybody when I'm telling you what I accomplished. But I also
Right.
recognize, like, you know, it's like all of this energy, like as I'm channeling it, it's like, and as we're both channeling this, it's like it all has to do with worrying about what other people think and do, and we can't control that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like what other
Right.
people
It's almost like we have to we dumb down our answers or our accomplishments, or if somebody says, you know, what did you do this week? And it's like we've done a lot of great things, but it's like we kind of dim ourselves sometimes to people. And so it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't, if somebody says, hey, how you're doing, you don't want to be like, I had the worst week ever. You don't want to overshare, but then sometimes you don't want to
Yeah.
go and boast and be like, girl, I had the best week ever, I did this and that. It's like it's a fine line of being yourself. So the king masculine
Yeah.
energy keeps wanting to come out. So it's literally one or the other. It's either walking in your power, getting your eggs in a row, and not caring about the people in the audience, or
Yeah.
you caring so much about the audience that they're able to knock you off your rocker and tell you about your flaws. Like, wouldn't it be
Ooh.
better to know yourself than to let somebody else tell you about yourself?
Oh, I feel that.
You know what I
That's so
mean?
interesting too. Right? Yeah. Yeah. But it's like you have to do, there's a certain level of self awareness and groundedness that you have to do in your own safe communities in order to overcome that, I guess, like is what I'm feeling. Hold on, 3 cards came out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like you have to be so clear. And this, I got the lovers right now, but
The
this makes
lovers
me
came out
think
for
of
me
like love.
too. I saw the lovers,
So
but
I
I
don't
was
think
pushing it away.
you did. I don't think it's lovers like lovers. I think it's like your inner
Polar.
masculine, feminine, like
Same.
uniting, being so like love. Like did you feel that too?
And
Yeah.
honestly, I was learning about that card specifically. Shout out to Big Empress Energy.
Woo,
I'm gonna
big
plug
Empress.
my girl. So when we're
Yeah.
going through the cards, that's one of the major arcanas we were going through, and I learned about the Lovers card is way more than just love. It is about learning the polar opposites of divine feminine, divine masculine, and like and reflection, mirroring each
Mm-hmm.
other, mirroring other people, like all of that, and loving. And I feel like that's how we started the message, was knowing that it's not a divide when people are different. It's an understanding that people are different.
Yes. That somebody, for you to be right doesn't mean somebody else is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that you don't need other people to everybody around you to be wrong for you to be right. And that's an advanced understanding, advanced belief system to get there. That's not where, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. To be able to be
unfortunately,
okay
that's
with
not what
saying
all
they
of us
both
got taught.
exist. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So it's basically all that. Like, it's all the same imagery. Literally, this reminds me of the first time you ever did my reading. Remember when you pulled that card?
Oh, I love that deck.
Can you see
Yes.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so funny. So people just need to be patient. If you're doing what you need to be doing, some of y'all gonna be on the world stage. I just feel like everybody in here, everybody is attracted to your work. Like, it's y'all ain't here to do small stuff, but y'all gotta get yourself right.
Right. Everybody,
But
the collective, the people that we connect with, the people we both read for, the people we
yeah,
come across, I feel like it's always for a reason. And it's always like,
yeah,
and that's like, you know, like that, the name divine intervention. And I see myself saying it when I give people readings a lot. I'm like, you asked for this reading because it was your intuition. Like
mm-hmm,
it's always like when I got into tarot cards, it was because something kept telling me to listen to my horoscope. It's like
mm,
that's your awakening. It's not that we're doing the service for you. You
no,
the person is getting that intuitive nudge, and it's like you want confirmation that what you're
yeah,
thinking is it, and that's what we're providing you is confirmation that y'all on the right track, that y'all can do it
Right.
too, that y'all know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
that your intuition is on point.
Yeah, it's true, and it's that, and also what we do. I'll say this because I know, like, me and you, our work aligns so much. Like, that's how we ended up being best friends. Like, I was just like, it just happened, and it's like it's we catalyze people. I was thinking about that word a lot after me talked the other day. I was like, it's like you catalyze people. Like, who it's there's no, we don't have to do it alone. There are people who have gone through transformations, that embody those transformations and know how to help support you get through that transformation, or tell you the steps to get through it so you move through it faster. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, we support that transformation for people who are transformation ready. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, like, so that's what we do too. It's like, yeah, we give confirmation when we do like stuff like this, or
But it's
when
because
we
they're transformation ready.
yeah. Are you but there's also good people who are not transformation ready, who are gonna watch your stuff, who are gonna and never really ask for a reading. That's cool too. Like, that's okay. I'm not shading anybody. I'm just pointing out so people can self-reflect, where are you really? And it's like, then are you just seeking, are you just like information hungry? Like, I see
Yes.
that a lot in my record readings. Like, folks like who they just want information, and it's like, why do you want that information?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do anything?
You can
Can it
tell
help you now?
you can tell when the other person is not ready to receive it. I've done readings that I'm like, they're not gonna listen. They're gonna, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with that. It's just that they're not at that point to do it yet.
yeah. You help catalyze me, and I help catalyze you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, do it alone. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now today without like knowing you and having worked with you spiritually the
Right.
way we
And
work
I
together.
wouldn't be able to connect or heal certain things without meeting you, doing the Akashic record,
Yeah,
confirming some of the things that I may have thought about but never met anybody that's gonna be like, no girl, that's real. I got a book to
yeah.
prove to you that it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's true, because people, I forget too. Like, it's hard to interact with people because, like, they're like, still, so a lot of people still think this isn't even real, and that's okay.
Right.
But like, this is really real. Like, when we say stuff and it resonates, that's because it's real. Like, we're all connected. We tap in. God gave us gifts. We all have gifts. Like, we all have our purpose, and we're just doing ours right now. Even being on this live, like, supporting each other. Wow, this is crazy. I don't know about you, but my head feels like,
Or in the
woo.
beginning when your service was going out, I was getting like a little headache. And I never get headaches, but I was like, nope. My my
Yeah,
ancestors said we gonna do this.
yeah.
Thank you,
It's
thank you, thank
definitely,
you, Kathy.
we're here. I don't know. I feel it now. I feel it. Aw, that's beautiful. Perseverance.
Ooh.
Let's out as we keep shuffling and get us the next cards out. Like, it's about perseverance. You know what I'm saying, fam? Like, that's the next phase. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Do you know that? What? Oh, someone asked, "What does a headache mean?" Do you want to answer that? Oh, you should explain that. That, or I can jump in if anyone
Yeah, I
else
was
wants to
gonna
come
say,
up.
I mean, I want you to explain it because to me it's just something that to me is still a superstition that I have in my head. Like the same way with like me getting a headache is this
Superstition.
is the same with like the service messing up. Like we're not gonna say, oh, something doesn't want us to get this message out. Instead of saying that, where I would normally be like, oh, I got a headache, like, something doesn't want us to get this message out. I'm just gonna say, no, I got a headache because we are channeling some fucking messages right now. We are
But that's what it is, though.
we're
It's
downloading some stuff.
Yeah, that I think that's. But I think you explained that perfect. Like,
Okay.
that's what it is. It's when you're a lot of people, when you're going through upgrades, you get headaches, like your third eye opening, like, all that stuff. Like, I don't really like. There are healers who have a lot of information about chakra work. If you don't know what a chakras are or want to look into that and how the energy centers work, I wouldn't per se say that's an area of expertise that I have or a modality that I work with a lot. But yeah, it is downloading
Yes,
for
downloading. Yes, Kathy,
that's
downloading.
true. That's, and and you know, just be gentle with yourself. Like one time my forehead was hurting so much that I feel called to share this for whoever, this tidbit. Like I would put, someone has, I don't know who, you know how we get messages from
Thank you,
crazy
Craig.
places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I put my, oh, how sweet,
Mm-hmm.
I said love. Thank you for seeing us. We see you too, right? It
Aw.
takes a lot to see people in their power. That's beautiful. The water, I would fill the sink with water, put my head in cold water. So
Mm.
sometimes that's what I wanted to try to get out.
There's days like a lot of people don't know, and Kathy, I know if you want to get into like the more you dive into cards and stuff like that, and anybody that's on this live that tried the tarot card readings or oracle decks, it does drain you. Like you don't notice that it does. Some days you might be good, some days you won't notice it. I notice on the days that I do the horoscopes for the signs, not even just like specific personal people. When I do the collective, like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I'm sleep after that. I'm laying down with the lights off. Like, I don't understand why. And that's something that not a lot of people tell you or talk about in the tarot reading community. But it does,
Yeah,
because you're channeling it's a
yeah,
lot of energy that you're bringing in. So if that
yeah.
happens
Going
and
through
you don't
that.
notice what that is, that's what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Hi Keisha. Keisha's in the house. This one came out from Balance too. While you were talking about that, that's funny. I feel like there's ways to deal with that though.
Mhm.
Dutch Lee Dutch.
I have like certain crystals that I have for that. Like,
Yeah, to deal with. So you okay? So you have practices. Ooh, tell people about that.
yeah, okay.
So
So that's true. Now we're working here. It's like I have like there's different crystals for different things. So I bought specific like cleansing crystals, or like I'll show you some of them. So after a reading, I might just have it on something. Like I have like a little podium thing, and I'll just put my hands over it. Like after the reading, to like cleanse my hands, cleanse like the
yeah,
energies.
oh, she got crystals too. Yo, you gotta do it and just intuitively do it. A lot of times you won't even notice. Like Lee gave me a crystal one time when she visited, and it was the exact crystal I needed. And she, remember, you thought it was a different crystal than
I
what it was.
did. I did.
Yeah, it was divine. It was very divine. Yeah. So people are focusing on balance. Speaking of all that, then you were just talking about the balance with crystals, right? And using that with your readings and your energy. So I'm gonna say the affirmation for those of you that want to work with affirmations. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Without judgment. Wasn't that the key? What you were saying?
Yes, that's
You were
what
talking.
this whole lesson is
It's not
about.
open. You jump. That's how you started it. Without judgment. That's how you bring balance.
That's crazy. It went full circle. This whole reading went full circle. And
That was
look,
dope.
this is like the path.
Oh, I love hard.
This is like going on your divine path. This is knowing that we all carry that in us. Like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
remember, the reading started off with like the divine masculine and feminine cut down the middle. Look at how the
Yeah.
reading's ending.
And
Like
they all together. Aww, with the
it's
babies.
like an understanding. It's evolution. It's knowing that that's the only way to evolve, and for life to evolve is to understand people where they're at. The hardest thing is forgiving people. Like, there's some people in our lifetime that we forgive, that they don't even know we forgive them in our head, or we have to forgive them. Like, that's something for our own energy, not for the
Facts.
other people half the time.
Facts. It's so funny you talked about that because today I got such a random text messages from an old like ex friend asking for my forgiveness. She straight up asked for my forgiveness, and I was just like, wow, like I was surprised. I was like, must be the energy, you know. And I was like, girl, like I've been forgiven. Like I hope you forgive me too. You know, I was also not in a good headspace either. It takes two people to create that kind of situation, any situation. And also, like what came to mind when you were talking about that word is like also forgiving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
forgiving yourself for the part you played once you come from that higher perspective and can see it.
Ooh, these are
Yeah.
divine messages.
Woo, woo, woo. This is fun. I get why you do this. This is nice. I like doing not being alone doing it. I could talk to you.
Yeah, this is fun. It is fun like this.
Yeah.
And then the I want to shout out the viewers too. Everyone in the
Let's
comments, you
start
guys are
now.
so interactive, and that's what makes it fun too. Is like we're
It,
not just talking to ourselves or like, you know, you guys are actually, it's confirming for both. It's confirming to us
awesome.
as the readers, as the healers. It's confirming for those who are trying to learn it. Like it's every day where you, it's a constant mind blown effect every day where you're just in awe because it's synchronicities every day, and you're just like, life is amazing.
Fact. It really is. It's really, it can be that great. It's
Mm-hmm.
just up to you. And it's like, you know, for me, I'm go, go, go. I feel you. I feel you hit it. Go.
Oh, it says adjustments are required. Balance spirituality and practicality, and that's what we're saying.
Dude, and I had these cards come out too. I'm gonna connect them with what you just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Balance, right? And what's the other thing you just said?
Adjustments and balance. Oh, balance spirituality and practicality.
Okay, spirituality and practicality. Okay, thank you. So like it's your effortless effort is fully required, right? And it's
Ooh,
like
your effortless effort. Talk to me nice.
I'm a because this deck is be that deck. And then if you're only gonna see the way by making the way, I keep getting there are some people who are watching this or something. There's like some kind of energy or question of like what's the next step? Like I think like we moved out of energy. Like I think it's the next step in the energy we've been reading. I don't know if
The
you
next
experience.
step is faith.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like it's like for those people that have like that card like you showed, you know what I'm saying? Like what they have the energy integrated. They're like, okay, but now what? Like I'm raw, like what's next? And it's like the faith that you just said and the adjustment and the balance of the practicality. And I'm gonna read this. You're only gonna know the way by going, by making the choices.
Do it. The
Like
only way to do it is to do it.
yeah, like I could have made 1,000 excuses. I was trying to make 1,000 excuses. Lee knows to not get on here.
Yo,
But I'm here.
yo, I got a text today that said I'm gonna delete social media. Can you imagine? Can you imagine not getting to have this conversation with Sabrina? Can you imagine not being able to meet this girl tonight?
I woke up and wanted to delete it.
And I go through it all the time. I post and delete all
Yo,
the
that
time.
is
So I definitely understand. Believe me, man. How many of
oh,
us in here wake up and want to just delete social media? But the point is the message that people need to hear.
fact,
But it's all
fact,
respecting the
fact.
boundaries
So
of
all right,
for
let's start.
yourself. Mm.
Yes, exactly. And you know what I'm getting to from this while we're talking about this? Everything's in divine order. I don't know who needs to keep we're doing a collective message, my love. So this can apply however it applies to you. I just saw someone wrote Pisces, please. Um, so it's 38, 39. So what that tells me is divine order. Like
Oh.
I'm gonna read it in order then, because there's something about that for whoever this is for. Um, you will only see the way by making the way. Ooh, there are no more well-marked trails to travel anymore. A lot of y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this, okay?
Talk to him.
I'm gonna go. Are you feeling it? It's coming because I'm telling myself. I want y'all to understand. I'm telling myself for when I watch this back with on your face.
On the
All right.
playback.
There are a lot of for us here who there are no role models. Okay, there are no there are and even if you got a role model, that's not your real role model. There's only a piece of whatever that person is doing that applies to what you're here to create.
Yep.
Do you see? Like it's not what you're here to do is so unique and hasn't been done before that you're taking pieces of what everybody has done and made it completely new, something that nobody has stepped and seen before. So a lot of y'all, it's hard, okay, because that is not that's not that's kind of it's that almost can be I feel diminishing, not diminishing, but what is it, uninspiring, or it could be like unmotivating, like what is the word I'm trying to say?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like it can be make it
Hindering.
harder,
Hindering.
discouraging, discouraging. discouraging. So I'm gonna say this, okay? All institutions, organizations, and establishments are in a state of creative destruction. The safe route or the right way, right? Because all of us have been taught by society what's the right way to be doing things. You should have did this, did that, right? The right way is over, right? Your life, your resume, your business is done. That's gone. We're going into the new paradigm. How you did things before is not how things will happen now in the world that we're creating. So I'm just saying, like, it's time for you to walk a pathless path. That's what it's all about. All right. And this literally says what you always say, Lee.
What?
What a time space to be alive.
Oh,
like, what
what a
time. You
time.
always say that. What a time.
What a time to be alive, confirmation, synchronicities, that shit excites me. I was telling somebody this weekend, I don't like the word coincidence. Like, to me, everything is fate. Everything is like divine order. It's amazing. That was for me, dog. Like, what do you mean coincidence? Coincidence is an insult to my God, because this was divinely orchestrated.
Facts, but it's true. And that, when you say that, makes me happy, because it's like, you can only say that if you take full responsibility for all of your experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not
true,
but that's what you're in.
Yep.
That's where you live now. I like that. Let's hang out there.
That's facts. I love it here.
Oh man. All right. So you want me to do this last one, and I'll be done with this. You could hit up what deck you want to hit up. What, you know what deck I want to see? I want to see some of your angel decks after this.
Oh, and it's funny because I have it here and I didn't open it, so that'll be the last one I pull from.
Yeah, it is fun.
When we said faith, I got this.
Ooh, I felt that you had a message. That's
like, as you were talking, the cards were coming up. Faith, and then the Lovers again.
Yeah. Some of y'all want your lover. They are coming. Have faith, fam. Your person is coming. If you crave your person, if you are like, where is my person? You have that desire, because that person will be there.
Yeah.
That person is for you. How do you not know they're not doing the exact same thing you're doing right now, getting ready? Why? I just keep saying this. Why do you want to go into a level when you're not ready? Let God divinely orchestrate it for you. Like, yes, you're in charge, but there's like, you do everything you can do, and then you give it to God. So like, as long as you're doing your part, they're going to step forward too. Spiritual things, don't get caught up in things not all matching up. This ain't logical. We're not talking from a logical space.
Thank you.
Okay,
from the heart space, and that's something a logical mind can't understand.
Yeah, like you be saying something and they're like, wait, but what you said in that first video doesn't match what you said in this third video. No, because we're talking about something different. It may not apply to you. Like, there's so many different factors. This is not the place for logic. Like, yeah, it's here, but it's logic and spirit, and there are things we don't know. All right, I'm gonna do this last part and let you take it, because I feel you. All right, so your effortless effort is required.
I love that. Effortless effort.
It says, and it literally says, it's a complete paragraph, right? How can you provide your effortless effort? All right, this is for y'all logical folk. As you play with the cosmic concepts you encounter, you'll start to develop a sense of when to push and when to just allow. That's a dance of action and surrender.
Oh, I'll flip this fucking table over right now.
I'll flip my baking pan that my phone is on right
now. Not surrender. How did this? Yo, I love this. This is so amazing, yo.
Yeah. This is about, I like this because you know what we're doing? I feel like we're bridging so many, I feel like I see it in my head, like bridging like so much energy, you know, like how we talk about things, how we come to things, but it's all the same, you know, like, and we're making it make sense for people and making it make sense for us.
Right.
Because we're not doing it just me and you. We got our party with us. So like all the homies are here too.
Right. And we gotta let them know this ain't easy.
Yeah.
This is a reoccurring thing. This is a reoccurring choo-choo train. This energy.
We be on the phone doing this. This is what we do by ourselves.
For real.
Instead of FaceTime chats. Okay, let us
Facts.
know if you want. Message us.
If you want info on this.
Yeah, you could come hang out with us for a sec, do some work, but only if you're doing some work. We ain't playing, okay? Not okay. Let me stop. You know me, I get so crazy. Are putting okay, but let me just say this because it wants to be said. Of doing and being, right? And that reminds me of what you said, Lee, about the balance, spirituality and practicality. You do it and you be it, right? It's both. Like you are already it, okay, but you're also on the way at the same time to being it at the same time, okay? So by putting your full heart and 100% effort into something, you actually win. You're always going to win if you put 100% in, okay? By putting your full I said that, putting in the work, if it's from a true place of meaning, is itself your reward. It's only the attachment, this is all connected. We're about to bring it back to what you're saying. The attachment to results that creates disappointment, frustration, depression. Think
Ooh.
about it. When you have expectations that aren't met, you're upset, right?
Because you're not going with the flow.
And we're talking about the audience and the expectation of when we post stuff, when we show up on social media. You know what I'm saying? And people don't show up back the way we expect. That hurts, right? But it's because we're focused on the reward and we're focused on the results versus focus on, if you're just expressing on social media to self-express, then you shouldn't work. Like, as long as you did it from your heart, what does it matter?
Who cares about the likes? Right.
The outcome wasn't made for us.
That's crazy. That
Yeah.
definitely went full circle.
Yeah, really did. So it said if you're waiting on outside praise or recognition, you're always going to be waiting. You're always going to be subject to it.
And
Like,
that's
it's
what
going to
we were
control
talking
you.
about with social media.
Yeah. Yeah. So by having no attachment, you are free. Your full effort, this effort is also required because we're all in this together. What is called for now is a solution for everyone, every being, everybody on the planet. That's it. I'm done.
That's wild. And that's like this live. Let's talk about it. Like this live
All right.
specifically, once we said we were gonna do it, I deliberately didn't post about it earlier because then I know I'll give myself anxiety. Oh, I gotta be dressed by this time. I gotta get ready at this time. I wanted this to be as natural as it is, because if not, that's how people get caught up with that social media shit. Then it's not the message. Then it would have been, I'm doing my hair, I'm worried how I looked, I'm worried about the angles, and that's not what we came here to do. We came here to tell them that this is what we do all the time on FaceTime. Like,
yeah,
you know
literally.
what I mean? And it's just trying to get the message out. So, and it's so wild that that's the message about acceptance, worrying about what people think, understanding it, and in a sense of, with us talking about getting over social media, it's not because we are not people that care what people think. We protect our energy, and that's another thing. That's another layer to this social media shit. You know what I mean? Like, if I wake up and I want to delete a picture, it's not because I'm questioning my picture. It's not you want to question yours page. It's because it's
I'm
like,
just tired of people having access.
it's the access, it's the energy, it's
or know what I'm doing and can see it.
But it's we just got to remember we're protected. My good friend Sabrina taught me that we are always protected. And there is no reason, like evil eyes, things like that. As long as you're doing your work, as long as you're tapped in with your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, as long as you're divinely in your divine knowing, then people can't just easily throw their little shade. Like, their shade is nothing. If anything, be a mirror so that people have to reflect on themselves.
Right. You don't have to participate in that. And if, I mean, I always tell the caveat, and I said this to you too, like, if you feel you need protection, call the guides,
Just say it.
God. That's real. But at the same time, get to a level where you realize, like, you're not out here freaking, throwing things at nobody, like wishing evil on people. I already know you're about to channel. Like, but let me stop talking. We can come back to that if we need to, but we'll go. I don't even want to go into that.
Oh no, just the what I like about this Angel Answers deck is that they don't have, like, it's like a short sentence, but the message is so deep. So just
Ooh.
looking at it, it's definitely trust and you're ready is the first one that came out.
Hey, you're
And we've been
ready.
saying you're ready to communicate clearly. And I'm taking that as communicating to the universe, telling the universe what you want. You can't expect things if you're not communicating to your angels and your ancestors don't know what you want unless you speak it clearly. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to communicate your abundance clearly. What does abundance look like to you? You know what I
Mm.
mean? And then it
Mm.
says, look for a sign and don't stop. And I think I take that as what we were saying with synchronicities. Have fun looking in all of the synchronicities every day. Have fun saying that's not a coincidence. I manifested that and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
have fun looking for the signs every day.
Yeah. Because it is fun. That's amazing. It is. There's a lot of activations going on. And it's like, I don't know. I think that's amazing. I mean, if you needed more confirmation than that, like if you were looking for an answer from the universe, you just got the message that you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ready. And a lot of times the problem is that we think we need to find that outside of us, but that's what we do for each other too. That's part of us walking each other home. You know what I'm saying? Like us bringing the messages to each other when we sometimes don't see that Spirit's been trying to tell us. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, here's your sign. You're gonna take it or not take it now. You know what I'm saying? Like you ready, and you see your signs. I know some of y'all see animals.
Mm.
But has any of y'all seen butterflies or anything like that? Like,
Animals,
but that's
butterflies, numbers, songs. You
yeah.
might hear the same song come up. I remember you could be going through something and a random song. I was on a train once and this whole like choir started singing Amazing Grace or like it was wild.
Oh,
Like
I love that song.
things happen at the wildest times.
And they're not, and like you said, it's not an accident. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Not, really not. But our spirit's talking all the time, but are you listening? That's on you, you know. And you're never gonna miss anything. Like this isn't about fear. This is about you actually. Like this isn't about that. You know what I mean? Like this is about spirit is always there for you. It's just when you're ready and at the timing. Like there's so many factors you don't even know are at play. So for a lot of us, our time is still coming, right?
Mm.
And however we define that, right? Like who's like if we're happy now, we're gonna be happy later. So it's working on getting in alignment.
Right. That's the quickest way to manifest is being happy with what you have. That's the
Yeah,
trick is to change the perspective of being literally satisfied with what you have.
yeah. Yeah, and what does success really mean for you? You know, like give yourself permission to be your divine self now. I think you told me that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it
Like
doesn't feel
be
like
that
we have to
now.
get we're reaching something. You are
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Wake up like that. Know that. Like you woke up like this. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know. I feel. Ooh, this is at the bottom of the deck,
Ooh, what's that?
right? You don't have to compromise anything. I don't like the energy of compromise. It's compromise, right? I don't like the energy of compromise. Like it's nobody wins when you compromise. It's a lose-lose situation. So I don't know who that's for or what it is, but it's like you don't have to. I feel it's like you don't have to do that
I
anymore.
feel
You don't have
with
to.
that, I see
Go.
that too, like how we were trying to explain like the lovers being different. And how I was trying to explain the breakup one is it's a understanding that they both can exist.
Yes.
So instead
Yep.
of compromise where you're surrendering your belief system, it's you're surrendering saying, okay, there another way might be right too.
Yeah, and it's just not for me. That their way's right, my way's right, and I'm gonna move accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't gotta be anybody's best friend to be respectful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be everybody's. I don't know. I was trying to do the opposite of it, but it didn't come.
Everybody's comrade.
Craig wrote everybody in competition, but who are they? But because who says so? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't gotta matrix unplug. I'm not competing no more. I'm tired. But this social media is trying me because that's what it's. The social media is that energy of competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like the algorithm. How they manipulate people. I don't know why I keep wanting to talk about that. That's
That's
so
true.
weird.
They do. They manipulate people. They'll shadow ban you. I feel like I'm shadow banned right now. I've been losing followers for the last month and a half. But instead of freaking out about it, I'm just like, the good
You
Lord
know
is
what?
gonna get this message.
Hey, exactly.
So
And I,
the last card that I pulled was literally what I just said about our angels and ancestors. They don't know what we want unless we tell them. Literally, look, they're up there because we have to plant it. So they can't work until we tell them what to work on.
facts. Because you got free will. That's how the game really works.
How crazy
You
is it
got,
that that card came out?
yeah. And if you want help from your angels, your ancestors, and I would offer not all your ancestors, I would maybe suggest ancestors who are able, right? Adding something like that into it when I don't know, you do you, but whoever's listening. But like, you know, you have to ask for the help to receive it. Nobody's gonna just step in on your behalf unless you say like, God, like step in, like, you know, like angels step in. Like
Right.
that's how that works. So yeah. What you want to do? Should I pull more cards? Should I get other decks out?
Let's see. What other deck you got? You have any
I got my fairy deck.
Yeah, let's get a fairy out.
Let's get my fairy. Because all these other decks feel like they done talking. They done. I like that angel deck. That angel deck is clutch. And it feels good.
It's very like affirming. Like I think I'm gonna use that in readings, like with like doing something and then like a specific question because there's yes or no cards in there, and then I
Ooh,
can
I like
keep reading
that.
off of that.
When people have like specific.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, let me not. I don't know why, but I'm feeling feisty, y'all. You catching me in the Aries. So somebody said sexy boo. I don't know who you is, but are you for real?
Are you
Go
for real? Because
unless
this ain't that. Read the
unless
room.
you really put in your shot, don't come out here.
Read the
I'm the
room.
worst.
This ain't that, fam.
I'm the worst. Read the room. Fine. I'm not the one.
We will block you from this chat. Okay.
Bro, it's not even block. It's like just come correct. Get her the ring. Come talk to her for real. If you trying to come talk, that's all I'm trying to say. So, all right, a lot of y'all, there's gonna be stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking. I felt that more. That y'all gonna successfully multitask and sudden events or changes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sudden changes. So y'all like miracles happen every day. Are you ready to receive the miracle? Get yourself ready. I feel like that's spirit yelling at me too, though. I'm not fronting with y'all. I feel like I just got yelled at.
Ooh, receive that. Claim it, girl. Claim it.
Yeah. Yeah, are you ready? Um, life experience, we already know everybody's letting go of belief systems, right? That no longer work for you.
Yep.
Maybe there be a life-changing event. Maybe something has happened in your life that may be negative. Ooh, I don't like when I prophesize like this, but maybe I'm getting what I just got was maybe something's negative happening. You please know that you're going to find that is the best thing, that like it's not the best thing, but like it will be a blessing in disguise kind of energy.
Right. An ending might
Okay.
be a new beginning, a
Yeah,
tower
yeah,
moment. It's like,
yeah. I don't know who that's for, but I felt that like so whatever negative thing, like, and again, remember, negative and positive is perception, right?
mm-hmm.
It's like so according from God's level of thinking, everything, everybody's his children. There is no right or wrong. It's just, is it right or wrong for you?
At this
I don't know.
time. It's like an
Yeah,
ending, like that card said, ending of a tough cycle. It's a
yeah,
cycle.
yeah,
It's a phase.
yeah. Like this situation is gonna lead whatever this is coming. There's a lot of opportunities coming. You gotta just be in the position to be ready for it and accept it and just know it's coming. You don't need to know the details, but whatever it is, it's gonna be perfect for you and what your higher self and God have orchestrated. Yeah, all right. Did you feel that? I felt
I
that.
did.
All right. You want me to keep going? What you want? There's a lot of eights here.
Ooh.
Somebody said they saw eights. There's eights that just came out. I got 2 eights. 8 of spring, 8 of autumn.
Ooh.
Ooh. Do what you need to do now so when your autumn comes, you can reap your harvest.
Putting all of that into action now. And, 8 is close to completion because 10 is completion. So it's like doing the last groundwork right before you're reaping the rewards coming back to you.
Facts. Yeah, do your research now. Cultivate what you want now, and then so when the next season comes, you already did everything you needed to do. I don't know if people are contemplating going back to school. Any of y'all contemplating going back to school? Research it if you are. So yeah, or something about school.
Me, I want to, after I finish the tarot school, I want to start learning about the planets more.
Yeah, yeah. There's something about that. Oh, can you say again about 8 and where it is in terms of completion?
Oh,
Somebody asked.
so 8 is like if you look at between 1 to 10, 8 is like the finishing touches. 9 is right before the ending, like if 10 is completion. So 8 is like making sure this is the way you want things to be, how you want things to be. You putting into the universe what your return is coming back.
Yeah.
Because 8 is 2 is shaped like this. 8 is infinity. 8 is like what you put out is what you're getting back.
Mm. Um. Some of y'all need to stop hanging out with whoever you've been hanging out with.
Some of y'all need new friends.
some of y'all need to walk away from honest associations. Just
Mm.
honest. Like, okay, for example, the girl today, no shade, no nothing, but like she texted me and wants, we went through that forgiveness text, but I was just like, we're not gonna ever be friends the way we were. There's nothing bad, nothing good. It just is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, infinity is 8 too. That has to do with God's love, infinity. There was a card I had pulled earlier that had like the infinity sign on it too. Yeah, 8 does, and 8 also brings in abundance too while we're on it. So it has to do with abundance too. I don't know. But yeah, that just came up. I don't know why I'm saying all that to say, like, because I know, like, I'm not my full self in that situation. So if you walking away from people you need to walk away from, is gonna bring you into the see how this person's going off
And
to
that's
go
a
collect
shedding too. That happens
abundance.
in awakenings. When you level up, you start to have to say goodbye to friends or people or situations that you grow out of. You grow out of different things.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not, and it's again, it doesn't have to be, this horrible thing. It just is. It is what it is. Feel like, are you drinking Evian too? You are not.
Oh my God. And I never drink this water, and I had like a case of this. That's so
Oh my
crazy.
god. I got Brian bought me a case because I wanted some. So that's the last one too we have in the house.
I think, yeah, it might be like my one before last in the fridge.
Yeah, they're so good. I like the spring water. But yeah, there's a lot of, honestly, I feel a lot of good energy coming in. Like, this is all about opportunities, welcome relief from troubled times.
Honestly, I'm excited for spring. Spring and summer, I've been telling you, I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
summer the fuck out of this summer. Like, I feel,
you have to say that.
I feel like, and it's because of I've been someone who has always been mentally trapped in overthinking. Overthinking my next step, overthinking. Even if I wanted to go hiking, I would spend the whole time hiking scared that I'm going to twist my ankle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you Virgo-ing
I
with some
Virgo the fuck out of everything
high air.
that I can't even
And
enjoy it.
Gemini moon. Yo, you're mad air, and then out of all the earth, you had the overanalytical.
Right. Virgo sun with fucking Gemini moon. I'm a psycho. I'm like, I'm analyzing, I'm scheduling. I got a list in my head. So I feel like this summer I want to enjoy it. Like I want to have fun without thinking or overthinking. Like I'm at a place where I'm good. Like I'm not stressed out about anything. Knock on mad wood.
Hey. But isn't that it, right? It's like you don't want to celebrate. You're like, maybe something bad might
That's
happen.
me never wanting to celebrate. It's like you get
Right?
scared
Like,
to be at peace.
yeah. Yeah, but I can say, like, it wasn't easy. Like, I mean, being able to talk to you right where I'm at now, too, it's like, I'm in the most stable I've ever been, but have I always been like this? No. Like, if you would have, me and Lee probably wouldn't have been friends 2-3 years ago because I was too busy. No shade to anybody who drinks, like, it's cool. But me, my relationship with alcohol was not healthy. And, like, I had to really go through a shift with my body, go through a shift with people I was around, go through a shift with my drinking, with my smoking, go through a lot. Realize like, what am I doing? And so I was very unstable. And once I shifted those things, I saw so much other stuff change that you don't even think is related. And that keeps coming through too. Like you change how you eat, something's gonna change completely. You're gonna get a job opportunity and you're
You
not even gonna
literally
realize,
you
oh,
took it right out of my head because I was gonna say that
it's,
too. Is I've been getting called to cleanse like after tonight.
yeah,
Like I want to go back into water, fruit.
me
Like I
too.
feel like it weighs you down. It weighs your
It does.
conscience down. It weighs
It
you
does.
down. Smoking, like for people that smoke cigarettes, for people that like smoke anything, hookah, like Mary Jane, yes, it's legal, but you have to do it at your leisure with your intention. I think everything should
Yeah.
be intentional. If
Facts.
you're
And
gonna
it's,
smoke, it should be with the intentions to relax. I'm gonna smoke because of this. When it becomes like a habit or like a overdoing, then it's like it's not good. It's toxic. Like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Depending on how you use it, if it's not intentional.
But that's everything. Like, so it's like alcohol isn't bad. It's just your relationship with it. Like, you know, like, so it's like people, I don't ever want to be like, oh, like, you know, people, like, I don't ever want to come across that way because it's not at all how I live or what I think. You know what I'm saying? And you
Right.
know that, like, it's not like that. It's just like I've self-reflected for myself and I had to really do that work. And like
Right.
that had seeing it now and like meeting you and meeting the people that I'm meeting now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the
Right,
life
like
that I have
it's
now.
no judgment. It's a literal you stopped drinking and seeing a difference. I've stopped eating certain things and seeing
Yeah.
a difference in my life. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's noticing the energies attached to the things.
I stopped allowing fuck boys in my life, and
Amen.
I started glowing. It
Right.
was
Glowed up.
you no longer have access. Watch me on the
Yes,
gram.
access revoked. Block, 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 block.
Yo, shout out to those still rocking with us. As we
Yo,
just
for real,
talking.
that's still on the chat.
Let me see. You got any more cards? I got some. I could pull some sovereignty oracle. She get some words for us.
Okay.
You know,
Yes. Lead us,
get some
lead
words.
us out
Okay,
into.
so
I put my cards away.
I'm gonna give you. Oh, sorry, Lee. I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh no, no. I was saying yeah to pull that one. I said I put these away, like I put them in the box.
Okay. I was gonna say it's okay if you're negative, Craig. The tip for you to even say that you've been negative is like massive self-awareness, and that is like half the battle to shifting your negativity or whatever attitudes you've been holding or beliefs you've been holding. Like, so I commend you and I send you love, and I hope you ask and talk to God and get some support for that. And if you need real life support, you reach out and get that
Oh,
support.
I think we've been on for a certain amount of time because it says we have 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Are we like?
Have we really on this long?
Are we Instagram famous yet? Where they give us a real time?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
lead us
don't
out with a
know.
card.
Okay. One card. That's a lot of pressure.
I
Hold
know,
on.
my bad. I'm like, all right.
Hold on. I felt it. Oh, that's not. Oh, okay. Listen. Pause. Let your emotions guide you. Ask your body for its perspective. Notice the messages around you, and harvest.
That's the
It's time.
synchronicities.
Yes, yes. Prep soil for optimal growth. Your crop is ready for harvest. It may be time to call it done. For those of you, and release. Let it go.
Surrender.
Okay? Let it go. It will go where it most needs to be. Resist the urge to control things. Breathe deep into your body and let your muscles relax. Everything is as it should be. Amen.
Amen. Let it flow. Let it go. Roll with the
Yes,
waves.
I like that. I like that.
Aww.
Out yet?
Thank you, Sabrina. Everybody, I want y'all to follow Sabrina. We're going to do this more. A sidebar within these 30 seconds. Let me say that we weren't going to do this for a while. And I'm so glad that we just jumped into it and got it done today before the new moon. And I love that everybody needed it and received it on time. And I love you so much, Sabrina. You want to say anything else while we're here?
No, I love you and thank you for having me, Dutchess, Lee. I love you. I'm so grateful for you in my life, and I'm happy you encouraged me to do this because it was good. It was really
Yes.
good.
And
Yeah.
thank
Thank you
you
to all
for
the
all you
followers.
have given me and supported me on. I love you guys. I love everybody